Too much clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face, I place my like a drive-through. Feeling, you know how I do. Push.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and the can't stop.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return comes Drake. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Reset. Tiger. Reset.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson on first down. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. It's Phillips. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they'll go on the ground, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. Noah Spence in on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 2. Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. And they'll run it here. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up first and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
To throw is Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Richmond.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Richmond.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Gone!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big conversion on third for the Colts. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run the back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Detroit!
Here's Hines. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. On 3rd down, that's Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are in for 6. Point after try forthcoming. Point after right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Faking the give. Now Watson forced out to his left. He's letting this one. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Come back.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Black 22! Black 22!
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Watson looks to throw again. Flushed out right. He's got Fuller. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Here's Mack. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Now Mack. Oh, look at the juke. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
No, check, Patriot! Here we go now. 3-19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Space to run past the 20. And he slides to avoid the hit. Excellent work that time to get free. And for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3.
Watch him now, Barney.
On 3rd down. It's Hines, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So we come to halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's going to set them back 5 yards. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a carry for Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Come back!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Noah spins. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
And he's able to get it out of there. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Green 39! Green 39!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Throw here. Ebron's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Watching that, Barney.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to look deep. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Richmond. Tiger.
From the gun, here's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, 45 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tiger. Richmond. Tiger. Richmond. 2 jet.
On first down, it's Watson, eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's Watson now on second down. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
First carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Leopard! Leopard! Over!
They go play action here on first down. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's second down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more. He'll look to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over.
On 1st and 10, George. Throw left side complete. It's Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they try the right side here. Down right around the 25. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll run it with Mack. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return comes Drake. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, he's going to let it fly. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Check. Tiger. Come back. Tiger.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And now another one thrown incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. He's got room to run past the 20. Breaks through the contact. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Throwing on first down. George under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Bernardrick McKinney. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Hines. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Colts on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go. 3-19. Hot.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. A little too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Tiger. Richmond. Come back.
On first down, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Indianapolis, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.